Hello everyone, it is Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace, and we are back again for another Margarete Miller collage challenge, weekly collage challenge, and we are on, let's see, week 3. So what we need, well, first off, I've had several more, I get 1 or 2 subscribers a week, and that's really exciting for me, so I appreciate you coming along. I have shadows big time, don't I? Let's try something different. Not quite as bad. I'm gonna have shadows. That's just the way it is. Anyway, so we are on week 3, and I've had several subscribers again this week, and I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. Appreciate you coming along and subscribing. Again, have a frog in my throat, which is a lifelong challenge for me. So anyway, forgive me if I clear my throat too much. So what we need this week is something you'd take on a picnic, an image from a magazine, text other than English or your native language, something torn, something you'd place on a bookshelf, and something found in a school bag. Well, I have got several of these that are going to be doing double duty. So I have 2 choices here for the text other than English or your native language. Now, if you saw the interview that my Vagabond Style, Debbie at My Vagabond Style has interviewed several of us collage artists on her YouTube channel, she calls it Flipping with Friends. And we talk about doing the Margarete Millers and so forth. And one of the things that she had asked about was how you get started. And what I do, when I read the prompts, my mind immediately goes to, oh, that will be a background, or that can be a background, or maybe I will make that be the background. So what I see as what would be the background on this quickly and easily is the text other than English or your native language, because I have a lot of different books that have different languages. So I would automatically think that and go to that. And so that is, again, what I have done. So I thought about using this, which is Arabic. It is from an Arabic Bible. I think there might be, is there 2 pages here? No, there's just 1. And I like that and the way that looks, but I think there is 2 pages here. No, it's the other side. I guess we're seeing the other side because it's sort of tissuey like, so I like that. So I thought about using that, and it is already torn here, so we would have double duty on that one. But then I decided I think I like the contrast and color that this one has, and it is also torn, so it still will do double duty. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Sorry, I had to turn the heat down. Gets warm in here quick. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this because I like the contrast and color. Now, so that's that one. So then we'll go back up here to something you'd take on a picnic. We'll have 2 things that I would take or could take on a picnic. So this one also plays double duty because it is blankets, and you would take blankets on a picnic. So that is one of the things. And the other one I thought is, I was going through all of my ephemera that I've been cutting out of magazines for quite some time. I'll show you how I store those, which is not my idea, but it works out pretty well. But anyway, I also thought you might take wine. Now, I don't drink wine, but I know some of you probably do, and that's great. But I thought wine might be a good choice. So, and I needed something bigger. All of the items were little that I had, and I needed something bigger to take up some more space. So I'm going to use the wine, but I am also going to use the blankets, which would be my magazine image. Something torn, and that is my background page, is doing double duty. Something you would place on a bookshelf. Well, I have another one that's doing double duty. And I would place books on a bookshelf, but I also would find books in a school bag. So that one is also doing double duty. And I'm thinking I'm going to put it just like that. So that fulfills, I believe that fulfills all the prompts. Let's just see, I've got some other things I want to add, but that fulfills the prompts, I believe. Something you take on the picnic. I have wine, an image from a magazine. I have blankets, text other than English or your native language. I have, it's Greek. This is a Greek, English-Greek dictionary, and that's in the background. Something torn. That page is also torn, so that's my something torn. Something you place on a bookshelf is books, and something you would find in a school bag is books. So that is fulfilling all the prompts. Now, I have a couple other images that I want to share with you because I have all these great little cats right here. Let me do them on this side so you can see them. I have all these fun little cats, and I am a cat lover. So I thought, okay, we could put some cats. So I have choices. I could either put this cat right here and have him, you know, trying to get to the wine. I could put this little cat here, which these look like this might be the kitten of that cat. I think I'm gonna put well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, that cat fits perfectly right there. He's playing on his back, and he's supposed to have a ball of yarn. And this is from an ad. All of these cats are from a Puss in Boots ad, vintage ad. And this has a little piece of yarn, a ball of yarn on top. I'm going to probably cut that out and put it in his paws, or her paws, whatever it is. We don't know. And that could go there. So I kind of like that. I also could have this cat, which is very indifferent, except I think this one's too big. Yeah, that one's too big. We can't do that one. Well, we could have this cat. No, see, I don't like this cat because it's not, the books aren't oriented in the right way. So I'm going to probably put this cat over here. Could do this cat over here. And this one is playing with a ball of yarn. So let's see if I can. So yeah, that could work, but you kind of can't see this cat against the black wine bottles. So I wonder if I changed this cat, put him up here, which you could see better, and this one down here, which you could then see better, if I like that. Okay, that's not an orientation I had already figured, but I don't know that I like this cat as much on the blankets. He's okay. He's okay. But I don't know. I still like this one kind of climbing up here too. So let me look at that again and put this. I like this one on the blankets. His head is crooked just perfectly to, like has his head against the books right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then we could still put that cat up there reaching for the wine. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Okay, I might be leaning toward that. But then the other thing I had was this little lady that's reading a book. So I could put her right there, reading a book. Or I could put her right here, sitting on the blankets and reading a book. She'll fit in either place, but I'm not sure she and the cats go together. And I really like the cats. So I think I'm going to do the cats. And you know what? I think I've decided. I think I'm going to do this cat sitting up here, climbing up to the wine bottles. It's like he's grabbing hold of that one. So we may have a tipsy cat on our hands. And then this cat on his back right there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's get this down. Okay, well, it looks like that we're going to be having some stormy weather tomorrow evening. That I am filming this on Monday, the 8th, and it looks like we will be having some storms on the 9th, tomorrow evening, with some flash flood warnings. So I hope that it's not too severe. We're kind of in a lower lying area. Our house actually is. And so we get some water collection. We've had some major water issues under our house, which we have finally got the correct things done to keep that from causing a problem. And so I hate it when we have a sump pump under there now that just literally gushes out water when it's raining hard. So I anticipate that's going to be happening with this storm coming through tomorrow. And then it's going to get really cold. Well, pretty cold. I think really cold for us. Okay, I'm going to put this kind of in the center. I want it to be central. I like that. So I'll show you my, let me get this down and I'll show you how I store. So what I did for this one is I just thumbed through my book that I keep my collage elements in. And so basically everything was already cut out. I did not have to fussy cut anything. I'm trying to use up some of these things that I've had around for a long time. This stack of bottles is one of those. And I thought this was the perfect place to use that. So we're gonna do it. Because wine, if you drink wine, would be a fine thing to take on a picnic, I believe. You gotta drink something. It can be wine. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry just a minute while I show you how. I may have to raise the camera up. But I store my ephemera like this. And this is the old-fashioned, I'm gonna raise you up. This is the old-fashioned, now you can see my lights. Sorry, we'll do it this way. These are the old-fashioned peel and stick, peel up scrapbooks for your photos. You peel up this thin sheet and it's sticky here and you stick your pictures down, and that wasn't good for your pictures. And so now you do something different like the creative memories, which I have done for years. So this is how I put my images in here, and I can just thumb through. They're not in any particular order. I sort of tried to keep them in some sort of order when I put them in here, because I just recently did it this way. And I love it. It's so easy. You just flip through, find, pull out, use. And so now they're not as much in order. And this idea was not my own. If you are familiar with Junk Journal Addict, she uses that same system for her Tim Holtz ephemera. So I started with that. So I have all my Tim Holtz paper dolls, and I did that, and then I have some tea cards, vintage tea cards that I have, and that's in a different book than this. And I love it because it's just so easy. You just go through and then you find something that's inspiring. I really hate digging through things. I really hate that. So I like for it to be quick and easy and, flip through and find and so forth and so on. And that has worked out great. So I was flipping through that book. That is all of those things are my images that, like this was a scrapbooking image for scrapbooking. So it's a little bit of a cardstock image. So things that I thought I would use in collage, I put in there. That would be the focal point images. And it's things that I've already cut out. It is not, I've got other things that I haven't actually cut out yet, and I don't necessarily put those in there yet. But anyway, I just love it. I have used my Tim Holtz paper dolls so much more since I have put them in the book like that. So now, and all of these came from the thrift store that I have. The ones that I have came from the thrift store. And I am on the search. Every time I see one, I'm going to grab it because I have so many other things that I could put that in. And I'm going to use, for this, I'm going to use glue stick. This is a magazine, and it's kind of thin. So I love it, I love it, I love it. It has worked out so well for me because I like just being able to flip through and I'll go, oh yes, I think that'll work. Or no, I don't like that, or whatever it might be. But so the inspiration for this came basically from the wine bottles, because that was in there as part of the you know, of my collaging stuff. And when I saw that, I said, oh, I need to use that. I've had it forever. And it is also, well, it's not really a magazine image. It's more of a brochure image. So I didn't use it for the magazine. So I'm going to put this little kitty here, but I'm going to have to cut his paws open first to put this ball of yarn in his hand. But I definitely want this kitty up here. Yeah, he definitely needs to be grabbing onto that bottle. Looks like he's hugging the bottle. I love it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that little tip with you. I used to put them in the photo books that, you know, that's the thin little sheet. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know if you know what I mean or not, but, you know, that you just put one picture at a time in. And that's okay. That works okay, but it is, you got to dig. I don't like to dig. It's just so time consuming for me, and I just don't like to do that. So I like this little cat right here. This is my cat collage, week 3. Okay, so I need my little scissors to first cut off. So this thing of yarn is on top of this can. So I'm going to mess up the can a little bit, but I can probably do something to make that be usable sometime down the road. So we'll keep it. And then I am going to cut his little paw right here. Yes. I was going to say, did I cut the wrong thing? He was playing with yarn from another ball of yarn from somewhere. Now I don't know where that image went or what, but now we can stick that in there like that. And he can be playing with that ball of yarn. Yep, I think I like that. And then this yarn ball matches the kind of purpley color on the book. Yeah, we're going to do that. That works. I'm going to go to my little bottle of glue for this. And I'm almost done. So this one came together fairly quickly. It's been sitting on my desk, you know, waiting for me to do the video. And pretty much it came together pretty well. So this one was much easier than the one you probably saw today. You won't see this one till next week. I like to be ahead at least a week if I can, and I'm going to be out of town next week. Well, we'll be coming back on Sunday, but I'll be too tired to want to do this. So I think it's next week. No, I won't be gone next week. It'll be the next week. So I have to get one more. Be sure I get one more done. Okay, so I'm going to take some black ink. Yeah, just a little ink pad. This little color box ink pad that's black, because I want to just kind of color his body a little bit with some black on the edge. We've got some black on this cat, and I just think it might show up a little better. I want it to show up just a little bit better, maybe. So, and it looks, he looks like he could be, this one's Kitten. So mom's hitting the bottle and the cat's playing with the yarn. The kitten's playing with the yarn. That's funny. Because it does look like the cat's hitting the bottle there. You gotta admit, it looks like the cat's about to hit the bottle. Okay, well, if you are doing the Margarete Miller challenges and you'd like to see what other people are doing, the hashtag this year is a little bit different than it has been being. It is hashtag 2024 CW and then the week. So this would be week 3. So 1, 2, or 3, and you would get what's been going on with others and their collages here at this time. There. I like it. I like it. Yeah, that's cute. Now I am going to, let's see, where did I put my prompts the last time? At the bottom, so I got to go at the top. I'm staggering top and bottom on these. So we have that, and then I've wanted to put a little bit of washi on here to just look like it's sticking the bottom of this down. I like to do a little bit. I'm going to put this cat drinking milk or water or whatever he's drinking right up there. And then we'll have this one wrapped up for sure. So I appreciate you coming along. Again, I have had another couple of new subscribers, so I appreciate it very much. And those who have been with me, thank you so much for continuing to come along. I appreciate it. Appreciate your comments. I still am not getting a whole lot of comments, but I appreciate those who do comment. So if you care to comment, please, please do. That always helps the algorithm. And that would just be a marvelous thing. I also love to read your comments and know what you think and what you would do different. Did you like the 2 cats, or would you have done something totally different than that? You might have wanted to put the lady on there. I didn't. She wasn't quite big enough, I don't think, to make it look. She was a little too small, I think, for everything else. So we didn't use her. So those things, these things I didn't use, will go right back into a spot in my little book that I just showed you, the little photo book. And that is absolutely, for me, it's a wonderful way to do that. And let's see, it was like Mariah at Junk Journal Addict. That's her idea. I saw her, I was watching videos of her. She does some great stuff. She does really great grungy stuff. So if you like the grungy stuff, she reminds me, she's not quite as grungy as Louisa Heinzel, but she gets in that same sort of area. Okay, I'm going to use some washi tape at the bottom, and I'm going to use some of this. So I could do, let's do this. Yeah, we'll do this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, we'll just do this. Put it right at the bottom. I probably need to put some glue on it. I've had the washi tape that I have had most of it for a very long time. I don't use it a lot. I like washi tape, but for some reason, I don't really think about using it, so I don't always use it. But I love numbers, and I love these days of the week. Washi, this day of the week, washi. So we'll just stick that right on there, just like that. That'll work great. Just something to look like it's holding that down. Just like to put a little something over there. And I'm telling you, from last year and the year before, these collages are so very different than I normally do that I'm like, what am I doing? But I am liking them. I like this one. It turned out great. Is it because I don't use magazine images a whole lot? And every one of these have been magazine images, or, you know, magazine-like images from day one on this one. It's been that way. And so there you go. So this is week. Oh, I didn't ever bring you back down. I'm so sorry. I didn't bring you back down after I brought you up, so that you could see better. I'm sorry. So there we are. There is week 3. We'll go over the prompts again. So I have something you would take on a picnic. Well, I have my wine that I would take. An image from a magazine is the blankets, which I said would also take on a picnic. Text other than English or your native language. We have this book page that is a English-Greek dictionary. Something torn is also that page. I had to tear it to get it to be the right size. Something you'd place on a bookshelf is books. And something found in a school bag would also be books. Now, let me just say, you might also find cats on the bookshelf. You just would not have placed them there. So, just saying. Anyway, so that is my collage for this week. Again, thank you so much for coming along, and thank you so much for commenting. I'd love to hear from each and every one of you that watch, and let me know what you think of my collage. And we will certainly see you in the next video, I hope. And I am getting things together and ready for my steampunk journal that I want to make. And I think that I am going to do parts of that on YouTube and video as I go. And one of the things that I will be doing right off the bat is collecting the pages. I am using a digital kit. I don't always do that. I actually try not to do digital kits much if I can, but I am going to be using a digital kit from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, so I'm going to show that. And then as well, I will maybe show you my collection of pages as I go along, and how I place them and why I place them where I do, and so forth and so on. If that's something that you're interested in seeing, then please make a comment and let me know if you would be interested in that. And I look forward to seeing you and seeing your comments. And thank you again for coming along, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.